Hello. Just give me a few minutes and then we'll be ready. I'll be ready. Hello everyone. Zachman Awesomeness here. Today I'm gonna be streaming a remake, well not remake, but an enhanced port of a 2017 classic, Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Oh man, I've played the base game back in 2018, and I'm very excited to go back and play it all over again with added features, of course. This does not appear to work. As you can see, I do this like that, but then it just wouldn't work out. Let me see here. Well, that still works. Well, let me figure it out. Well, it only works if I do it like this. So, which is definitely going to contradict that. So I'm going to ensure that you don't have a seizure looking at that. At the same time, I'm just going to shrink that down a bit. I want access to my scenes as well, so I can quickly go back to it. Okay, so without further ado, so this is what we're presented with as a start. A new BIOS-esque. So we start off with a new BIOS-esque thing here. So we have obviously the base game on its own. The side stories that kind of develop, that kind of shows off the events of what happened before the events of the base game started, I'm going to assume. Files. Self-explanatory for the files here. It's just like an ordinary it's just like some different operating system of some sort. It's pretty weird. But I like it. It looks good. So, do we have so the character files are there. Present as ever. Let's see here. Monika's size is 134 KB. Natsuki's size is 44 KB. Sayori's size is 58 KB. And Yuri's size is 30 KB. Which is pretty strange. Yuri's supposed to be the tallest, so she should definitely have more KB than that. Though, apart from that, I can understand Natsuki's size in 44 KB. I could definitely understand that. Supposed to be really small. Pretty small. We have the usual game files here, which is... the usual game files are present. We have a new Eternal thing. I'm not going to investigate into that right now. The attributions text file and the reset. Do we have mail? No mail. Okay, so... pictures. So, starting off, we have, so we have the usual background here. And, okay, so this is the group. This is the 2017 group shot. For the Sayorians, so a simple background with just Sayori. And the 2017 artwork. With the same thing again, with a pink background. Natsuki 2017 artwork. Again, but with Yuri's 2017 artwork and a nice royal blue background. And then, of course, Monika's 2017 artwork with a green background, the color of Sonic's eyes. And the group, and the 2017 Chibi group. with the same positions as in the 2017 artwork. The same positions as before. And we have a bunch of these random... We have a bunch of these little thingies here. So, I guess once I get through the game a little bit, I can gradually unlock pictures. Really random pictures. There's poems. Poems are there too. CGs. CGs of sorts. Why CGs? I don't know. Secrets. Special poems, I guess. Or probably just something related to the sides. All the backgrounds. Random sketches. Behind the scenes of the base game from 2017. Which is really interesting. And promotional. Which is just mostly Satchelly's images on their DeviantArt. Mostly DeviantArt pictures that I've already seen and look good. Well, most of them. Not all of them, but most of them. So, and then there's the music tracks, which is, yeah. So we have new music tracks here. Along with the bass music, there's also completely different music that is just mainly used for the side stories of sorts. Mainly just used for the sides. Mainly just used for the sides. Seems legit. And then we have our usual settings. I adjusted the settings before. Made some minor adjustments to settings before. Well, the music has been turned down because potential content ID claims is the stuff I gotta watch out for. Content ID claims. You know the content ID claims of some sorts? Yeah, I gotta watch out for that. I kept this at windowed mode, though primarily it was full screen, and honestly, I don't like full screen. I don't have a problem with full screen, I just don't prefer it. I just don't prefer full screen. Like, at all. I just don't prefer full screen at all. Ooh, it's... Hang on, I'll be right there in a second. Do that. There we go. A little adjustment has been made. The cord has been unmuted. I should be joined by a couple people soon. As I'm very lonely at the moment. Though until then, I guess I'm just gonna have to wing out everyone. Just gonna wing everyone's voices out. For the time being. I guess there's that. Oh! I almost forgot. There are content warnings here. So, yeah. There are content warnings of sorts. Let me just turn the desktop audio down, just around around -10 or -10.3. Yeah, that works. -10.3. That works. The PC temperature is 49 degrees Celsius, and the computer shuts down due to overheating when it hits 80 Celsius. On temp 1. I'm mainly focused on temp 1. So if temp 1 hits 80 degrees Celsius, then the PC shuts down abruptly. With loss of progress and all that stuff. Thankfully, I made my PC ensure that it doesn't happen. I got my PC dusted off, cleaned off of the dust that was in there. So that's good. So without further ado, let's see, sides. Okay, so... Oh, so the side stories are unrelated to the events of the main game. So, if I want to achieve all 6 of them, there's apparently 6 side stories, I just gotta play the game a little bit more. Just gotta play the game. And view a bunch of CGs in the base game. Seems easy enough. Let's jump in. Let's dive into the base game. With the Serenity Forge logo plastered right next to the Team Salvato logo. That's the first thing that I see. With the that looked crystal clear. That's the transition seems to be way too smooth. That looks way too smooth. So it's a lot smoother. That whole title menu generation, that whole title menu stuff generated much more smoothly than before. It was much more smoothly than the base game. That's a difference that I really like. So everything looks completely normal. We have English, so a couple of different things. Text options, well, other than arrangements, other than arranged stuff. There's the language options for English, Espanol, in 2 different regions, French, German, Italian, Portuguese, whatever language that is, likely Japanese, Chinese, traditional Chinese, advanced Chinese, and English. So, and then I have enabled content warnings. So, technically it's some sort of censorship. It could be some sort of censorship of some sort. I don't know. Can be some sort of censorship. The graphics look... Well, the title menu's graphics are completely the same as the original. Though... Well, the base game's graphics on the title menu are pretty much identical. Other than possibly upscaled graphics. Maybe upscaled graphics of some sorts. Probably upscaled graphics. Though I do kind of expect the character sprites to be in their 2021 forms of artwork instead of retaining the 2017 artwork. I don't know, I'm just being nitpicky. Yuri still has 2 right legs as usual, or 2 left legs. I can't tell which is which. So we have 2 units, so this is a bit bigger. So that's a bit bigger. That's a little bit bigger. And then diving into the game. Okay, so diving into the game right now, the vanilla, the box, the little box is like shifted upwards a bit. So that's interesting. When in the game, not much different in game here. So without further ado, let's just get started. And if other people if other people feel like showing up, then I guess I'll assign character roles for them, I guess. So let's get started. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Oh, that girl's Sayari, my neighbor and childhood friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself make it today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, we would oversleep more and more frequently, and I'd get tired of waiting up. But when she's after me like this, I almost feel like better run away. I just sighed idle in front of the crosswalk as I let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Zaku. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we were a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. By the way, Zaku, have you decided on the club to join yet? A club? I told you already I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations, I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Though right off the bat, I can't tell if the sprites are redrawn. Well, though everything is actually upscaled, I know that. But I can't say for sure if the character sprites themselves are redrawn or not. It looks redrawn to me. It just looks redrawn to me for some reason. It just looks redrawn. Despite the upscale, it just looks more redrawn. It just looks redrawn. I'm not too sure. It looks redrawn. I think it looks redrawn. I was talking about how I'm worried about you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. 1 second, just in case. This is just in case. This is just in case. Just in case. There we go. And I know you're happy now, but I'd perish at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look after a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Yeah, I think I can tell. I'm starting to think that all the sprites appear to be redrawn. They are upscaled, yes, true. They are upscaled. But I think they're redrawn too. Looks redrawn. The narration takes very long. The school day is ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Hello? Sayori. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's just gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? That you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah, there is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori's vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. She was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club. She inherited the title vice president. My interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori's an airhead or she's cunning as to plan all this out. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school, and upstairs, a section of school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door, though it's actually a sliding door and not a swinging. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Oh, welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, You bought a boy. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Zaku, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escaping on this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Ah, Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets really moody. Anyway, that's Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seemed to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Zach. You too, Monika. Come on, sit down. Sit down, Zach. We made room for you at the table so you could sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey. I made him. I'll get him. Sorry. I got a little too excited. Yeah, how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened, so there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, they take a seat next to Sayori. And Natsuki marches proudly back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Okay, I can definitely tell the sprites look redrawn. For example, Natsuki's mouth. Well, Natsuki's face looks redrawn. I know it's upscaled, looks redrawn. For example, Natsuki's face. I can see the fang much more clearly now. Monika's mouth too, I guess. I could definitely tell Natsuki's female now that the graphics seem to be upscaled. I could definitely tell. Because before, I did not see any eyelashes. I didn't see eyelashes for the face. Before, I don't think. But it's nice to see it's upscaled. Good. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Hehe, well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sarah grabs one first, and Monika and I follow. It's delicious! She's waiting for me to take a bite, and I bite down. Whoa, the icing's sweet and full of flavor. Wonder she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you. Also, why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you, or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you, you know. You... dummy. Okay, so another instance of assuming redrawn graphics. Natsuki's mouth. In this shot. Natsuki's mouth in that shot. Well, her eyebrows seem to be a little darker. Well, her eyebrows seem to be a little darker than before. Alright. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Heh. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading may not be a pastime for me. I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. So, what made you consider the literature club? Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Haha, well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. It makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Well, I can definitely tell. Okay. Upscaled graphics. Again. More upscaled graphics. Though I can see Natsuki's fang a little better now. I can see her fang better. For instance. The dotted nose. Though I guess all characters have dotted noses, so it don't really matter. So, Zaku, what kind of things you like to read? Well, manga. And Natsuki's head suddenly perks up and looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. You know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination completely throw you for a loop? I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I've read a horror book once. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Jerry. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But a story makes me think or takes me to another world and I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, I just... Never mind. That's right, usually I like to write about cute things, don't you? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Definitely tell the upscaled graphics again. Upscaled graphics. The Natsuki's rage face looks a lot more... looks redrawn. Natsuki's rage face is much more... well, her rage face is more upscaled. Oh, Yuri's mouth seems to be redrawn. I see. Looks like Yuri's mouth appears to be redrawn too, I think. It looks like you're working on a poem called Don't Say That Out Loud. Give that back. Fine, fine. Hey, your cupcakes are poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. I am not cute! Not so good. Do you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. Truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. At everyone. And, Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika, with Yuri's redrawn dot mouth. Yuri's redrawn dot mouth. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone's even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Zaku? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? I never said I would join this club. Missed it. So I already made a convince you to stop by, but I never made any decision. Huh. Well, the graphics, well, the history thing seems different. It looks more cleaner than the base. Looks much more cleaner. Still have other clubs to go to, and I lose my train of thought as potentially more redrawn graphics appear. Everyone appears to stare back with dejected eyes. Though Natsuki does not appear to be dejected, she looks more pissed off. But I'm sorry, I thought Zaku, you all, right, okay, I've decided then, I'll join the literature club. Yes, I'm so happy. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. As Monika bends over, covering her hair, draping over Natsuki's face. Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem, bring back the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Zaku, since we're already here, you want to walk home together? Sure, might as well. Yay. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four redrawn, upscaled, assumingly redrawn girls. Sayori, Sayori, the little blunt airhead, Natsuki, the petite small tsundere, Yuri, the big one, and of course, Monika the python. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Maybe perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. That is not Monika. Alright. Just to make most of my circumstances, I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts off with going into a special stage tonight. Okay, time for the special stage. Okay, it's time for the special stage. Our first special stage. Oh, hey! Autosaves! It autosaves. There's an autosave feature here. That's nice. Okay, so there are achievements here. So we gotta have perfect. So 3 achievements would be a perfect for each of the chibis that are displayed on the screen. Perfect Sayori, perfect Natsuki, and perfect Yuri. So, I've played the original game before, and, well, my personal favorite of the bunch has to be, without question, it's Natsuki. Natsuki, personal favorite of all the rest. Though I only did her route when I first played this. So this time, I am gonna go try and play... I'm gonna try and see all of the CGs. I'm gonna try and do all of them. Okay. So Sayori is more of an emotional type, as you can see. Natsuki is like an anime-esque fan and fashionist. Yuri's more complex and is more novelistic. So, strong words such as climax, contamination would definitely have to be Yuri-based. Alright. So, okay. 3 of 20. Just animals too, I guess. I don't know. Probably just animals. Well, obviously kitty. That's obvious. Too obvious. Okay. Lollipop. Poetry slam. Ah, achievement. Poetry slam. So I get to hear the entirety of the special stage music. So hearing the special stage music for a long period of time allows for an achievement too. That's interesting. That's really interesting. So, without further ado, Summer. Vanilla. So, anime, definitely. Strawberry. Papa. Definitely. Yep. Definitely. Fluff. Parfait. Yep. Ribbons. Yep. Looks like it to me. Loud. Oh, that's a Sayori thing. Oh well. We'll get to this later. We'll come back to this. We have 3 chances at this. We have 3 chances. Yeah, 3 chances. Yeah, we have 3 chances at this for perfect specifics. We have 3 chances. Well, Natsuki jumped the most times, so her route. Hello? Hi again, Zako. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the club room. Teleported style. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already just minding their own business. Thanks for keeping your promise, Zak. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if we plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Manga is literature. Don't worry, big fellows. Zark always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are real good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Zaku can become good friends too. Sayori. Oh, Yuri even bought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. You Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. Any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want to be. Alright. Well, here. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Your face buried book. And Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Okay, her route. Here we go. You looking for something in there? Frickin' Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. I see. There it is. There it is. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. Parfait girls. If you're gonna judge, you could do it. You could go do it through the glass on that door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, I'm gonna show you exactly why. Don't just stand there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't say it. Just listen. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Pictured. Natsuki crossing her arms. Not pictured. Scooting an inch away from me. Sorry. Wow, how long is it since I've read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I completely finish the series. Hey, are you paying attention? So, what should I expect from this? There's gonna be a plot? Well, obviously, you think I would just enjoy something that didn't have a plot. I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things, like there's really funny chapter where they're obsessed with the guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters, and besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama, like when they get into all their backstories, and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? What? Natsuki gives me a little shove. Not pictured. The shoving. What's actually pictured? An upscaled mad face. A redrawn mad face. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's all about baking. Just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Upscaled CG. We read on for a little bit more. Finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. It's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't, um, that's not, well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with all your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, hey, you still haven't grown out of that yet. Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. Much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate toward the other losers over time. Probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. I feel like I can't even keep it up in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. At least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading, or what? Yeah. I totally forgot that happens. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Okay, everyone. Yeah? Are you all ready with today's poems? Well, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. You're just giving it back. Don't you want to know what happens? Redrawn Natsuki's eyebrows. In a redrawn Natsuki's, worried/sadness eyebrows. Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets penned, I'll kill you by tomorrow. Alright then. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? Can't wait. Who's first on the list? Okay, so I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday, so it would only be obvious, it would be pretty imperative that if I shared mine with her first. Well, there are, I think I noticed now there are quite longer pauses. The pauses are a little longer. Okay, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. What's the point in sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable to share yours, like Monica said. Well, I'd be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. You just still don't understand anything, do you? I already told you, you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica won't make me if I don't. Okay, so, yeah, the eagle thing. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, cats can meow, dogs can bark, fish can imitate, hedgehogs, a parrot squawks, hedgehogs can dash, plumbers can backwards long jump, people can try, but that's about it. I added that part in myself. Oh, we have a little continue button. Instead of clicking anywhere, there's a continue button. Okay, that's a good nod. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. Possibly redrawn sweat graphic, but isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it made fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did, I guess, more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Guess not. That's the end of that. So you're right. This is a good poem, Zonko. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. Not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in spare time? I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't really deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay, now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. So we have the little sunshine. I want breakfast. Me too. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. Came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. I guess I look forward to it. The big one. The big one. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yuri's mouth seems to be redrawn. I can tell Yuri's mouth is redrawn. Why do you ask? Yeah. I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. They tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result, both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well... Yuri's redrawn mouth. Yuri's mouth looks definitely redrawn. It's upscaled, true. Upscaled, that's right. But some graphics look redrawn. Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Oh, please do. I'll have to share my thought process behind it. So the ghosts under the light. One second. Okay. Ooh, continue button. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I also think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Really? Must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Leaving you in your last remaining piece of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Soon of you left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on those things, too. Maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Last one. Monica the Python. Hi, Zako. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Zerk. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? It's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. I like it. Really, it's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. There are lots of poems or stories out there that are no more than a few simple words. They could be funny, endearing, or even sad. Sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It'll take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else may be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. Not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read them. The little hole in the wall. Hole in the wall. What'd you think? It's very freeform, that's what you call it. I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. That kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When people performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on that specific point. Try so hard to make it perfect, and you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. Just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Well, that's it. So we're coming across the little scene. So we're coming across Natsuki and Yuri's argument moment. Coming up towards the big argument. What's with this language? Did you say something? No, oh, it's nothing. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Zach did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Zach liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Maybe you're just jealous that Zach appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was fooling myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as I started showing up. Oh, not okay. Not okay. That's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Oh, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. She could get over herself in order to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Zako. Wait, there's a reason. We have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and their meaning and most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself is also waste. You understand that, right? Well. So... I could choose to be a coward. Well, we're doing the little one's route, so why not? Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that conveying feelings with a few words can be just as impressive as well. Lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's not okay. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But you was so mean to me. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing can definitely be hard. Looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer. That's okay. Thanks for noticing. Yuri. I'm sure Natsuki did not mean everything she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me. Zanku. Sheesh. Shush to sheesh. The thing about... would everyone stop staring at me? Anyway, the thing about your boobs. I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Yeah. You're naturally beautiful, Yuri. So, Yuri, I'll go make some tea. I'm just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's ready to judge their poems, right? Hope it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home. We'll relax for a bit. Besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the room. Maybe take a chance to pick up a book or do some writing. That's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. About what? That's not the most important thing about a literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. Okay, everyone. That's just about time for us to leave. How do y'all feel about Churn Bombs? It was a lot of fun. I say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. How about you? I say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you'll learn something from friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. Okay. Ready to walk home? Let's go. So, Yuri, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew, you know, Zaka, it was nice that I got to spend time with you in the club. I think seeing you get along with everyone makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you, too. That's Everything's gonna be so much fun. We'll just have to see what the future holds. Okay. Let's do this.
Hello.
Oh, hello there, SSG. Welcome.
Sorry, I was out of town, and I actually literally just came walking in the door.
Alrighty, so I'm on the second special stage right now, and I'm doing Natsuki's route, aka my personal favorite girl, and all that.
Nothing wrong with that. Are you on Twitch at the moment, streaming?
I'm just streaming on our tube.
Oh, okie dokie.
YouTube Gaming. Zach Gaming Night. Here we go. Before I do anything of the sorts. So, there are 3 achievement specifics for here. One is write a perfect poem for Sayori, a perfect poem for Natsuki, and a perfect poem for Yuri. There's also a perfect for Monika, but we don't really see her in the poem game all the time. We don't see her at all, except for Act 2. Rarely.
Mm-hmm. So have you managed to unlock anything for the side stories or anything like that yet?
Well, I got through, not at the moment. However, I'm gonna get around to it at some point. I'll get around to it once. I'll be sure to have something of a side story ready to be viewed after I complete the entire game as a whole. Which would make some sense.
I'm trying to think how long it took us to unlock that. It took a while.
Okay. Oh, Sayori. Hop. Milk. Papa's definitely obvious. Swimsuit. Anything food related? Like, or small animals? Anything anime related?
Yeah, if I heard anything cute.
Well, I see you now. Yep, I see you now. See you in the chatterbox now. Okay, so I have been churning out a bunch of voices. Alright.
Trying to remember what all of hers are.
Are there going to be any more people joining us today?
I have no idea. Sorry, I'm coughing like crazy today. I hanged out. Whenever you want to do anything like this, at DDLC, and that should do it. Most of us were actually, like, Serge is working a double. Gorta said he'll try and be here. He's actually very busy at the moment. He's got a lot going on. I was out of town. I actually had my friend rush me home because, 1, I'm streaming tonight, and 2, I wanted to be here with you.
That's fine. That's good. That's good. Okay.
And as far as anybody else, I don't know. Saturdays are a little rough usually. For getting a hold of people during the day.
It is rough. Very rough indeed. So I did take note of the upscaled and assumingly redrawn graphics.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff
redrawn
is the same, but it's been remastered.
I know the upscaled sprites. Everything's like upscaled to like 1920, 1080. I know the upscales. But for me, I think some graphics look redrawn. Might be just me. I don't know. Okay, so Sayori. Hi, Zach. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Ah. Ha ha ha. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. Am I a skeleton? That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. Either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse, to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. So that only leaves the one option. Oh, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Ha 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 ha. Eh? I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Zach to let me borrow some money. That's... don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling mischievous or something like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us. Isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Yeah. Ow. What was it? Cookie! Dang it, why did I just sound like Cookie Monster for a second? Is this...
That was actually pretty good, though. I like that.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. No, it's okay. That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Jeez, just eat it. So good. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah. Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Not pictured. Cookies. Ah! Jeez. Okay, so I've already said this before. Some sprites look... I assume those sprites are redrawn. For example, Natsuki's mouth. And another one... Natsuki's eyebrows, when turning like that, seems to be a little darker than usual. Looks darker than usual. And the sweat mark seems to be a little more visible.
If I remember correctly, I think they did go through and redo a lot of it, like redraw a lot of it, everything like that. I know the original DDLC artist was extremely busy for months and wasn't even taking any kind of orders or anything like that for any new CGs of any kind. So,
well,
and I think they all look great. I think they all look great for this.
The in-game sprites are different, so I'm guessing that's why they look updated. Just the in-game sprites updated. In a way. Can't say for sure, just looks like the girls are actually wearing some sort of lipstick. I could definitely see Yuri wearing a small lipstick, I think. I think Natsuka's lipstick, maybe just a small red. A little bit of red on the bottom of her mouth. I get it. Oh. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. This reminds me of when Iris from Pokemon Black and White always calls Ash / Satoshi a kid. So that's a Pokemon Black and White anime reference. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me. Suddenly, the door swings open. That's a sliding door, not a swinging door. These are sliding doors. The closet is swinging. The doors here, the doors of the room itself are sliding doors, not swinging doors. So that's so that's wrong. That's wrong. Sorry. I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of the time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika. That's... Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. Let's look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Zaku. Monika smiles sweetly as she bends over in happiness. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. So, apparently we're in Natsuki's route now. Again. The second one. Yeah. Don't worry. I kept my promise. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know? I just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give people my manga every day, you know? That's true. It may be almost time for me to go soon, but I still have a few minutes. I think I'll churn this out. Well, I don't blame you. Anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? So, you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? When did this volume leave off again? I forgot. The chapter ended when Minori and Alice found Monika! Did you move my manga again? Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet. I had to move stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's all still there, I just had to organize it a bit. Jeez, this is so inconvenient. I'm moving these all back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. Besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on a top shelf? Not something. There's a stool on the wall there. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. You think I'm too short or something? I mean, I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me. Careful.
I don't want anybody to ever think little of Natsuki.
I know what I'm doing. See? Yeah. Wow. There. Jeez, no need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger buckets like that. I can reach them, so I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay? I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on. Let's see. Aha! It's a little dangerous. Ush! Ush! Aha! There we go. See, I could easily do it now. What are you doing?
I love that CG.
Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Yeah, I got you. I can almost see upper skirt. Not pictured. The actual moment. Heavy. Hey, I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one. But then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. Alright. Let me just stand up. What do you mean stand up? Why are you all the way back? Now look at the box. What are you looking at? You're trying to look at my... I'm not. I was just... No, Soki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv! You set me up! Go away! Get out! But I'll do it myself! The chair is on the swivels. Yeah! I got you! Ha-ha.
Or not.
Yeah. Okay. I could definitely see the redrawn sprites up close this time. Not sure he's Fury.
That's scary.
The Fury's furry. Like angry as fuck expression. Like cursed cat. Gross. Gross. What were you thinking, you sicko? Everything okay over there? Monica, see what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf. Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez. Sorry. Oh, and one more thing. It seems that your most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Oh no. Must have landed on the page. No, sorry, are you? No! Definitely. Okay. Pause for a second. Not okay crying sprites. Definitely redrawn. Tears are more visible. Mouth is a little redrawn. I'll help get the crease out, okay? Partially my fault, so... No! I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Just every day. It's so hard. I just want to come to the club and... Alright. Well, I'll help clean this up, and I'll move the rest of your manga for you. Ah! Well, we'll set this one aside. This helps you a bit, right? We can start on once I'm done here. You're really nice to me. Eh? Well, I'm just really treating you like a friend, you know? Alright. That should do it. Thanks. It's nothing. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up. If you insist. Oh man. Those crying Natsuki graphics. Upscaled, redrawn. Looks more realistic than the base game. Yikes. Guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep. Even if you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting into it, you know. Told you. Yeah. 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 Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. This wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You're trying to impress me. Obviously, you think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine. Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you. You're trying to impress me? I have to use the bathroom. Hey, Mark, did you do something to not something? I just saw her rush that out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No. I just told her that... I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean, not really. In fact, didn't you like your poem a lot the other day, too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Zach? Cheating? What do you mean by cheating? Never mind. I'm just kidding. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you?
Monica sus.
Oh, you don't need to answer that. That was just something for you to think about. Hey! Did you read this, Monica? Of course I liked it. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know? You have a bad habit of doing that. Eh? But Zach wrote this poem, and we're supposed to share with everyone, right? Okay, well, I think Zach is done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone would want to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just gonna hold on to this, if you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Never mind. I'll give you the poem. She hasn't gone to read it yet. So what? It's alright. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine. It's not like she's gonna like it, though. Anyway, you can read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. Amy likes spiders. Yep. Amy likes spiders. Yep. Everything. Yep. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. Hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. Of course not. This message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. Helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks It doesn't matter, it can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares about what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. Including you, audience. You know, I'm glad that you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about that yesterday, but I've been, well, enjoying sharing my writing with you, so... So consider yourself lucky, okay? Thanks for being honest. What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. Just look forward to tomorrow, too, okay? Alright, I will. Hi again, Zach. That was kind of silly when Natsuki earlier, wasn't it? I'm glad the two of you have been getting along so well. Well, I already read your poem. You can go ahead and read mine now. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Yeah, save me. Load me. What I like is that there is a continue button present. Instead of clicking anywhere outside of the poem area, there's a designated button to advance. So you don't accidentally skip it. Random.
Oh yeah, I noticed. It was nice.
It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. Just the kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how the space should work can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines, really short, makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. Still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of the feeling, or a conversation with the reader. Putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Well, I saved before the first special stage, so when I first played this, I did Natsuki's route only. This time, however, I'm gonna do all the routes. I'm gonna play through all the routes and try and get the best ending I can.
Plus, whenever you go to get the side stories, you have to unlock all the CGs for all the different routes to unlock everything as well.
Ooh, I like this one, Zaku. Has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. You're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Sometimes I like sad poems, too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. Sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Zach. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Yeah, bottles. Yeah. Well, I've played the original game before. Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of, when we did it, we rushed through things, but that doesn't, not necessarily saying it's the best thing to do, but we rushed through a lot.
Especially narration. In my case. Did you really write this?
Oh.
Of course I did.
Vanilla.
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday that I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm just so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, and you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. No, that didn't come out right. I'm gonna keep writing until I perish. Trying to be vocode Sonic for a second. Yeah, Sonic voice on vocodes. Instead of saying die, he says perish. I've seen the Sonic text-to-speech videos. So it inspires me to say perish instead of die. Alright. Let's see what the big one has to say about this. Are you still mad at me? Eh? For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday. 'Cause reading this poem, now I know why you got mad at me. Because you prefer her writing over mine. That's not really true. Meaning when I disrespected her. I disrespected you too, didn't I? Oh no, Yuri. You might be reading into this a little too much. How could I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. Whenever I think before I speak, I just come off as awkward and unlikable. But if I speak without thinking, things I want to keep inside come out and make people hate me. Please don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monica wants. It's not fair for you to be fair to you when you could be enjoying your time with Natsuki and Sayori. Yuri, please. It makes it easier for you if you don't express my concern. Besides, I have my books with me. That's all I need. Yes. Okay, so, Natsuki's root cucks Yuri, and Yuri's root cucks Natsuki. Yeah, all that stuff. Sayori's root, depends. Depends in the middle. It's in the middle. Okay, everyone, we're all done, right? I have some extra fun today, so everyone could come sit in the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sarah's been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing. Performing. Monica. Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are gonna choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also gonna let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sarah is putting on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Did you really think that's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I really not okay. I could never in my life do something like that. Girls, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago? It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, it will inspire others to do the same. The more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share the letters? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, I know you can do it. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that's the only money I've been trying really hard to get new members. Least we could do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Thanks, not so okay. What about you, Yuri? I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, then how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Let's see. The title poem is The Way They Fly. Kunai.
You know, I'm glad that he did plus, and I don't know if he's going to come back to DDLC again, but it would be nice to see.
I hope so.
So many of us met because of that man, and I tell you what, it would be great.
I sure hope so, because he missed a lot. He missed a lot. I worked on the mod. I worked on my mod so much, and he hasn't finished our castle walls yet either.
No, I know Zara was getting on to him about that one. Zara's gotten on to me. Well, he used to a little bit ask me what's going on. I gotta re-upload it or upload everything to YouTube, but I know Fly promised to finish our castle walls, and I'm hoping he goes to your mod. I had planned on doing your mod, but I want Fly to do it because you're making that specifically for Fly, and it's like, come on, man, just come on.
Yeah. Yes, that was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next. Oh, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. This poem is called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Crimson Eye. Titanic Monarch Act 1 boss.
Oh, that level.
That stinking eyeball. I.
The eyeball from Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Okay, I guess I'm next then. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it while you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see. Okay, then. I did it! Good job, sorry. Even exactly like that. Guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. Nope, not gonna say it. I was gonna say atmosphere, but nah, that's... Nah. Some such a catchphrase. I don't understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time for the festival, you know? Okay. Who's next? Not Suki. Don't make me go before. It's not like I could compare to you guys anyway. Might as well like lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. That's okay. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I have to go with what I wrote for today. And then everyone has their eyes on me. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. Something that'll improve over your time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, not Soki. Yeah. I'm going. This poem is called... It's called... Why Are You All Looking At Me? Because you're presenting. This poem is called Jump. Jump Up Superstar. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Oh, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, not so okay. I think it will be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... In that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea for what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice for the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time when you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine, too. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised you're putting all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's it for today. I know festival's coming up. We'll try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out pretty nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and they'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's a big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Don't make such a big deal out of it. He must be a little nice, though. Well, it's okay. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's just go already. Hey, Sayori. Looks like we're about to end. So, thanks for coming?
That's not a problem. I wish I would have been able to do more.
I wish so too.
But
Maybe next time. Maybe next time, sometime, another
yeah, a
time.
little bit more warning. If we get a little bit more warning, I'll see what I can do to help promote it and everything like that. Like I said, I was out of town. I'm sorry. Um, I left earlier today. I was actually going to do an early morning thing, and then my friend's like, "Hey, we have to go do some stuff."
All right.
So, but then by the time I saw you were online, I was already up in Pittsburgh. So
You'll be able to catch up what you missed on my stream once it's all done and archived. So you get to see what I missed. So I put it.
I did share the link around for you as well. So that way, I was working hard on doing that for you.
It's not definite of when I'll be doing something like this next, but I'll let you know whenever I feel like doing some sort of a collaboration-esque stream of sorts. Because right now, this had been pretty much of a commentary thing instead of a collab.
Yeah, like I said, I apologize. Yeah, it'd be nice to get a bunch of people in here to actually have a collab. Saturdays can be tough getting a hold of people.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and find a way. Oh hey, I got some. Oh hey, I got some side stories right now. We got trust and understanding. Yep. We got trust and understanding.
I will say, Monica and Sayori one will blow your mind.
I'll wait to do the side stories after I complete the whole main game, just to make it fair.
When Freddy gets back, he is indisposed at the moment for probably about a week. We have him taking some personal time away. I guarantee more than likely he'll be, as long as he's not doing something for his mom, he'll want to join in as well. Gorto was going to jump in, but he's busy with some stuff. But
alrighty,
we'll definitely try and get some people. Like I said, if we have some heads up, then we'll definitely be able to try and get something going.
I'll be sure to let you know. I'll be sure to do that. But well, I did unlock some wallpapers though. So we have this thing from Valentine's Day 2019. I mean, there's the poems. Well, there's the poems.
There's also concept art too.
Who would want to have poems as their desktop background? That's pretty random. I can understand the CGs. Yep, the CGs look pretty good. Who would want to have a background like that as their desktop wallpaper anyway? The special stage background.
I'm sure there's somebody.
What do we have here? A concept sketch of the group. I like these designs, actually. I like these designs.
Yeah.
I like these designs. Another sketch. Sounds sketchy to me. So this wasn't all of the backgrounds. So we just have MC's bedroom,
There's
MC's kitchen, and
there's a lot to unlock.
Sayori's place, Sayori's bedroom, and the two unique backgrounds that appear in the stories, like the stairs and the music room. Oh man. And those plus backgrounds, man. Well, they're apparently free to use in mods, apparently. The backgrounds on their own. That's about it. So, yeah, I'm gonna... Well, in my mod, expect to see the backgrounds from here onto my mod at some point in development. And, that's about it. I think that's all I have to say. Though I must say, this is a very nice BIOS screen.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you found that. When we went through to get to the side stories, and we got to the end of the game, and we were trying to figure out how to actually complete the game, we spent about 45 minutes on stream trying to do that, and it was a nightmare trying to find like how to do that. And then I forget who it was. Someone's like, just hit exit DDLC, and boom, it's like, oh my god. If like whenever I was seeing that, it's like, okay, that'll probably just exit out of the game entirely. Is what we were thinking. And I think it was CERN that brought up like just hit it and see what happens. We've tried everything else. We've searched game files and everything. But yeah, that's actually what you have to use in order to finish off the game too. Whenever you do it.
Wow, an actual achievement for refusing to exit the game. Who would have thought that? An achievement for refusing to exit the game. How interesting. Very unique. That's so creative. Very creative. I think that's all I have to say. So, I don't get any viewers on my channel, on my gaming channel at all, like my Twitch. Though I'm glad to see that the chat works. I'm glad to see that the chat on my gaming channel works. So I think that'll do. So I guess I'll we'll continue this next time. So bye-bye.